Yeah.
That's
So that's
an
about
actual.
that's the actual old with the metal
Matthews
bands
one.
and everything. So I
Yeah.
just literally an old wire brush sanded that all off, and I used a product on it called Oatrol, which just stops the rust coming through.
Okay.
But I wanted to leave all the original colours on it and the old. But that was
And a sentimental value too,
it's
obviously.
sentimental.
Yeah.
And that sink that's on that was Amazon. It was
My
£100 sink, but it just gave it the effect. Taps and everything
Looks
came with
so
it,
expensive.
but it looks the part.
Yes, and I love this now. Oh,
That's
so
a-
this probably was all wood,
That was all wood.
and then you just left that center.
I
panel.
left the centerpiece.
Beautiful, isn't
I did the inside in the burnt orange,
it? Yeah.
and I got lovely
great.
old, they're glass, amber coloured glass handles on the front of it, just to show that little bit of detail.
It's like a piece of art, isn't it? It's absolutely beautiful.
And then what you don't see is I lined the inside of the drawers then with a nice patterned paper. It was William Morris, just a wrap, just ordinary wrapping, gift wrap.
Isn't
Just
that
lined it and just varnished it down, so it's completely
so it
different.
stays. Oh, I know. So here we have a table,
That's another dresser.
a dresser that's used for the
It's
sink.
used for the
Yeah.
sink, and then in the window there, we actually stripped a church in Belfast. So we took. So if
Stained
anybody
glass.
is interested in any pews, church pews, we've got a lot of church pews.
I've got one in my kitchen.
Yes,
Yeah, Peter got it
we
a long time
stripped.
ago.
We helped out a church that was in Belfast. They were trying to do something for the community, and they didn't want all of the original stuff. So we took all the pitch pine, and we've reused a lot of it in a small cottage we've built. We've designed the kitchen, the flooring, everything has been all made from the reused pitch pine.
Isn't that fantastic?
So there's lots of things that people
Yeah.
can
We're all
use
thinking
and
more
reuse.
sustainably now as
Yeah.
well. Thank goodness, about time. I know my children, their generation are fantastic. They're way ahead, and they always think about. Even my girls, said I would buy pre-loved clothes, second-hand clothes all the time. But they're completely on to looking after the planet and making sure we do as little damage as possible going forward.
Yeah, I went to Liverpool recently, and my daughter, that's what we did. She's over there in
Second-hand
college.
shops, yeah.
Second-hand colleges, because there's quality stuff.
I love this picture because this is it's such a clever way of getting art that is not expensive, because this is wallpaper.
That's wallpaper.
That is framed.
That was
Isn't it
Laura
so
Ashley
clever?
wallpaper.
And
So,
that's not even one roll of wallpaper.
no. I mean,
For
it was
all
used
three.
throughout the place, and then we just put it in there. And those chairs, we just, just fabric, and I painted them up. And then obviously the old Singer sewing machine base has a marble top on it.
I
like,
didn't
if
even
you-
notice that. That's a Singer. So
Yes. So if you go to a lot of the tile places, like when I go doing stuff, I'll go to the tile shops and I'll ask for what's the old stock that they have in the back, because they have lots of things that's maybe just not. I don't do trends.
They're moving them around.
They're
Yeah,
moving
yeah,
them
yeah.
around. They might have leftovers from a lot. With pieces of furniture, if you have a piece of furniture and you wanted to put granite on top of it, if you go to any of the granite suppliers, they always have offcuts. They'll always gladly cut you a nice little piece. So
From
you'll get it
something.
from
Yeah.
something
In the back.
and you can reuse it there. So there's lots of options that you can do on things.
Let's talk through a few more of these photos. Do you have the clicker, or Colin had it?